Hello dear students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine at the Joy online classes. My name is Manish Kumar Vishwakarma and my today's topic is from SS and my today's topic from science. My today's topic is respiration in plants and animals. External respiration and internal respiration. All organisms get the energy they need from food. First, the food molecules are broken down into simpler soluble molecules. Then the simple molecules are carried to all the cells. In the cells, they combine with oxygen to produce energy. This last process called respiration is what we will study in this chapter. Process of respiration. The respiration involves in two steps: external respiration and internal respiration. This is true of all organisms. External respiration, the taking in oxygen and the giving out carbon dioxide, is called external respiration or breathing. It takes place differently in different organisms. Some organisms use their lungs to breathe, some use gills, while others use their skins. We and all other land organisms take oxygen from the air, while most aquatic organisms use the oxygen dissolved in water. And the next one is the internal respiration. Inside the cell, oxygen combines with glucose to produce energy. Carbon dioxide and water are also produced in the process, which is called internal respiration. This part of respiration is the same in all organisms. It involves many complex reactions. The sum of total of these reactions can be expressed as follow: glucose plus oxygen is equals to carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. The carbon dioxide produced is expelled throughout by the body. Some water vapors and heat also given out. Lungs. All vertebrate except fish use lungs to breathe. Gas may enter. All vertebrates except fish use lungs to breathe. Gases may enter and leave the body through different organs. However, for example, we use nostrils while whales use blowholes on the top of their head. Gills. Fish and tadpoles use gills. Gills have a filament which are somewhat like the teeth of comb. The filaments are full of small capillaries carrying blood. Water entering throughout the mouth flow over the gills. The oxygen dissolved in the water enters the capillaries and the carbon dioxide from the capillaries passes out into the water. Spiracles. Insects have small holes called spiracles on the sides. In the air enters through these holes and reaches all parts of the body throughout the networks, the thin tubes, which are called trachea or breathing tubes. Next one is the skin. Frog use their skins and lungs to breathe. Many lower, less developed animals like leeches and earthworm use only their skins. Oxygen passes in and carbon dioxide passes out through the skin. Respiration in plant. Plant breathe through the small pores of their leaves. These pores are called stomata. You could request your teacher let you observe a peel from the underside of a rohio leaf. Under a microscope, you will notice a teeny pores between a bean-shaped cell. The bean-shaped cells are called guard cells. They regulate the opening and closing of the stomata. Plant also use teeny opening on their stems and fruit for breathing. These openings are called lenticles. The teeny dots on the skin of potato and apples are lenticles. Dear children, we will discuss on the next topics in our next videos. Dear children, that is all for today. Bye. Take care. Have a nice day. See you in the next class.